Let's bring in Geraldo Rivera now for his weekly appearance on this fine program of ours, our NewsNation correspondent-at-large. Here he is. The meeting, we'll put up the picture again, probably in the Oval. You know, the tradition is back. One president greets another, unique this time with predecessor and soon-to-be successor. You see the chief of staff and the soon-to-be chief of staff also in the meeting. Your thoughts on watching this today?
First of all, it's great meeting with you, Connell. You know, I'm a big believer in grace and manners and tradition. This is a very reassuring scene, unlike the chaos the last time around when there was no informal meeting and passing of the baton and peaceful succession. This is the exact opposite, and it shows what can happen when people put the nation ahead of their own self-interests. And I applauded 100%. To see them together, you wonder about how much of the tension of the last 4 years was totally unnecessary. But this is exactly what the American people expect. This is what history demands, and I'm reassured by the whole scene there.
I thought it was interesting. We're told Trump came in with a list of questions. He wanted to get Biden's views on a number of things, is how it was described. And Trump called into a reporter, or was connected with a reporter at the New York Post, and they said that they did speak about foreign policy. And that's an area they don't agree on, you would think, right? Ukraine, the Middle East. And the quote from Trump to the Post was something like, you know, I asked for his views and he gave them to me. So I wonder how that went.
Well, you know, I think that's a smart way of doing it. I don't fault President Trump for being organized and making this a substantive and meaningful conversation, aside from being a tradition, the succession and so forth. We are faced with some real dilemmas now, real problems. Gaza's for real. People are dying every day. Hostages still underground, unresolved. Ukraine aid hanging in the balance, the whole fate of nations. You know, if I were Trump, I'd be submitting a list of questions too. I think that President Biden is underrated in many ways. I think history will give him a much higher grade than he apparently has right now. But he is a font of information, and I applaud President Trump for trying to make the meeting meaningful and substantive.
You know, Trump's obviously
goodness, if I was Trump, I'd be saying,
yeah, right. You'd want to get something out of it too. Why not? I mean, you have the opportunity, and
absolutely
nothing to lose. You know, it's interesting on the other side of the Capitol. What we were watching today, Trump's obviously, I was going to say, been on this streak where he won the election. He's appointing, you know, members of his cabinet in his White House. So things are going well. I don't know if it was a loss today for him, but his people wanted to get Rick Scott in. And secret ballot, it's John Thune. I don't know if it matters much for Trump and his agenda, but any thoughts on that?
I've always thought that John Thune is like the most handsome guy in the Senate. I always thought that he was at a central casting. I don't know much about him. South Dakota, and been around for several years. He does not and never struck me as a particularly Trump-oriented Republican.
No, he wasn't, I don't think, for years. But
old school to me.
He's kind of coming around to it now, like many of them, though.
Well, you know, you got to work with the boss you have, and they are the same party. You know, they credit Trump with the 3 Supreme Court conservatives that have been appointed during Trump's term. The picture you showed earlier had Mitch McConnell in the background and Thune.
Yeah.
You know, Mitch McConnell engineered that. Thune, you know, it shows how important that position is. He also defeated, Mitch McConnell defeated Merrick Garland's ascension to the high court. So it's a big job. It's a really important job. The guy's going to run the Senate. They've got you know, the majority is not as slender as it once was, but it's still you need unity to get an agenda passed. I think Thune will be, you know, he's playing ball with President Trump. There's no space between them. You know, why not have the movie star looking guy?
That's fine, Geraldo, but I was looking at you guys side by side. Don't sell yourself short. I mean, you and John Thune match up very well. As a matter of fact, they came out of the sexiest man alive again. It was just announced, and Geraldo got robbed robbed yet again. One of these years, I'm telling you, you're going to win it.
Again.
You're due.
They
You're
should
due.
have a senior citizen category.
You win that going away. Unanimous.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.